Title: The Path Backent. Nurse's apartment. Day, we find Mary, a nurse in her 30s, sitting alone in her apartment, lost in thoughts as she gazes at old photographs of her and her husband. The room feels heavy, with distress and loneliness. Mary, voiceover. Last year, I made a decision I deeply regret. I let the influence of others lead me to divorce my husband. Flashback, int. Restaurant, Night Mary is seated at a restaurant surrounded by her group of friends. Their words of encouragement to leave, her husband ringing in her ears. Friend, one you don't. Need a man to be happy, Mary? You're better off without him. Friend, two, you're young and independent. You can do anything you want, Mary nods, swayed by the persuasive words of her friends. Present day, Mary sighs heavily, the realization of her mistake settling in. Mary, voiceover, as my friends happily entered marriage, I find myself feeling lost and alone. Mary's mind drifts to her failed attempts at finding companionship, as she recalls the heartbreak and disappointment she experienced in multiple relationships. Flashback, various scenes of Mary with different men, each relationship ending with sadness and heartache. Present day, determined to rectify her mistake, Mary wipes away tears. Mary to herself, I need to be back in my husband's loving arms. I must convince him to take me back. Mary picks up her phone and with trembling fingers dials her husband's number, NT. Husband's house, Daymary's husband. John answers the phone, surprised by the sound of her voice. John, Mary? Is everything all right? Mary, John. I need to talk to you. Can we meet? John, of course, Mary. I'll be there. Int. Coffee shop, Day, Mary.
And John sit.
Across from each other.
Their nervousness palpable. Mary, John.
I made a terrible mistake. I let the opinions of others influence me and I left you. But now I realize that I was wrong. I miss you, John. I miss us, John, Mary. I've missed you too. But rebuilding trust will take time. Mary nods, tears welling in her eyes. Mary, understand. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. John, I just want us to be together again. John reaches across the table, taking Mary's hand in his. John, let's take it one step at a time. Mary, we'll work through this together. A glimmer of hope shines in Mary's smile. Mary, thank you, John. I promise I won't let you down again. They share a tender moment, aware that their journey back to each other has only just begun. Fade out.